Lane closes in 800 yards. Look at this fella.
Surely not another video on merging, jobber. Yes it is, and this time we've got footage from Matty showing us the videos from his Tesla, which he uses as a private hire vehicle. We all know what I would be saying on these videos. You should maintain your lane until the closure and then merge and turn like a zip. One from one lane, one from another, blah blah blah, we've heard it all before. I thought I would take a quick look at the comments on Matty's video so that we could address the most common statements. First up is drivers who use the empty lane and then merge in at the end are the cause of the congestion, except this video literally proves that statement to be factually incorrect because there's nobody in the live and open lane except Matty and there's nose to tail congestion. And that's because closing a lane will always create a bottleneck because you're putting a larger volume through a narrower channel. The best place for that bottleneck is going to be at the closure, rather than having one long line go so far back that it causes problems for other road users, causing congestion to spread to other roads rather than containing it in a smaller area on just this road. There would also be much less friction at the closure if those with little person syndrome didn't block people from merging and turn correctly. Stop acting like the road is the primary school playground, you little bully, and grow up, you big dafty. He's pushing in, except he isn't, because it's congestion on a road, not the waiting room at the doctor's surgery or the queue at the butcher's. There is no order of entry here. He also wouldn't be able to push in if the bungalows who say that he's pushing in could drive, because if there was two queues of equal traffic until the closure, as there's supposed to be, he wouldn't be able to use the live and open lane until the closure, so the empty heads are angry at a situation that the empty heads caused by queuing in one long line. Go figure. You're supposed to move over as soon as you see the signs for the closure. No, you're not. Not if there's congestion. If there's congestion, you're supposed to maintain your lane and then merge and turn like a zip at the closure. Yes, you should definitely be moving over earlier if traffic is free-flowing at pace, but that is not the situation here, so that is an irrelevant comment. Don't bother coming at me if you're just going to say that the highway code says it's just a recommendation, or you're going to say that the highway code isn't mandatory, it's just guidance, because you're confusing recommendation and advisory for optional, which it is not. Some of the highway code is guidance and some of it is legislative, but ultimately it's the best practice and guidance that we're all taught to drive to and is the foundation of our driving standards. When reviewing collisions, courts will look at whether you followed the guidance and if not, why not, and whether that is justified and whether it contributed to or caused the collision. If your response is that it's not mandatory, you'll be laughed out of court and you'll be crying over the phone to your claims handler when they tell you the effects of having a fault collision because you were found at fault for the impact. There is also no priority for either lane at a merge. Merging and turn is shared alternating priority. If there is a collision at a merge and there's video evidence, it'll be the car that's predominantly ahead or merging in turn that will win liability, regardless of whether it was in the lane that was continuing or the lane that was closing. Lovely jubbly, sound as a pound.